Hello there, survivors. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream here on the channel in ARK Survival Ascended. Today, we're continuing our Dino Pen arena design that we started last stream. Yeah, so far it's looking quite good. It's going to be quite big. It's going to have plenty of spaces for all the teams that I'll get here on Aberration. And yeah, hopefully we can get it done today. We still need to finish the first main gate with the behemoth gates, and we also need to make the second gate on the other side with the normal dino gates, so that we have two separate entries, two different entries. And other than that, we're pretty far along. Last time we built this entrance, well, we need to finish it of course, but we made this side. We made this the curve, and we made of course the big building on the side here, which looks really nice. And then I've had time in between to add all these corners everywhere, so basically the same design on all the corners. Here on this side we have something to figure out as well, because of course we have a rock which is kind of in the way, so we need to figure out a way around it. Probably gonna do a different design than we did on the other side, because there's no way that we're going to be able to use a building if we make a building here, unless of course we go for something different, maybe some places to like park or yearlings or something like that. We'll see. And yeah, other than that, it does look quite good in my opinion. There's already some dinos chilling outside waiting. Hello there. So yeah, this is it's definitely coming together quite nicely in my opinion. This is going to be a very nice dino pen to start a playthrough with, because it should house a fair few of them. So yeah, we have the different buildings. We have entrances here because it's just level with the ground, so you can go inside. You have this little room which might become like a hatchery, because this is foundation, so that usually works a little bit better. We've got the main entrance, of course, the behemoth gates, which looks amazing, by the way. The behemoth gate steampunk texture is really nice. And then we got the whole hallway here that we can figure out some uses for, which will go all the way around to the other side. That's, of course, the starter base that we have. We have this nice addition of the building on the side. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the way this is all turning out so far. Definitely plenty of space here in the middle, I would say, to park a fair few dinos without running into too many issues. So that's all good. And then here on this side, we have another place where we can easily enter the base. Probably going to have it closed off here, because again, we're going to be running into the cliffside there, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to open it up. And then this is where we'll have to design another gatehouse. So today we're basically going to try mainly to design those gatehouses so that we can end up finishing the whole design maybe. And then here, of course, we need to do something custom, because we can't really repeat what we did on the other side because of my location. It's going to end up being in a cliff. So we're going to try and design something differently that will still be interesting to look at. Oh, there we go. We got rock drakes everywhere now. They really like just climbing up here and just chilling out here for some reason. Gonna have to make sure that I get myself some protection if I really start living and surviving here, because that's going to be a problem. All right, let's grab some stuff and let's get ready to do some building, you know. That's what we do. We play ARK and we build things. Hello there, everyone. How are you doing? Hopefully doing good. Playing lots of ARK. That's always the best, of course. There we go. I thought, why do I not have game sound? But I do. I just muted it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know what exactly I want to do here, so just gonna try a few things and see if it works. I might start here on the side actually, trying to design some cool things. Let's see how many of these. Okay. So I could have 2 of those right there. I feel like then this would make a lot of sense. But we can... Ooh. We can also change this around a little bit. Wait a second. Well, to be fair, we can clear that out. Because what if we make like little parking spots for dinos? For a yearling and stuff like that. Because we do have a little bit of space here before it runs out. So what if we do that? We just have it run back into the cliff. Just gonna try something here. I'm not sure if it will work, but it's worth giving it a go, I think. Yeah, this might be slightly problematic. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's definitely a very challenging map. Yeah, it sure is. But once you get some decent tames in, I feel like it all changes again a little bit and it becomes much more fun again to play. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, but we're just going to fill in these builds for now, or these walls, just to get some shapes going. I guess this would kind of depend on where we want to have a gate, because I kind of want to make some layers to this place. So maybe like this. There we go. Oh yeah, this is a little bit special, of course. That's fine. Okay. I kind of need the steampunk skin. Do I still have that somewhere? No. That's definitely something that's missing for this. Add in some funky steampunk designs. Okay, so basically the idea is that we'll have a few of these different parking spots, basically, where we could have... I'm guessing yearling, because they could easily jump up into those spots, which would be quite fun. Yeah, I think that could be quite nice. And then we want a snapping point like this, because then we can have pillars from there going into the ground. There we go. That does look quite nice. Okay. There's definitely some things to consider here. So we have those different cages. I guess they need to be 3 high at least in order for them to work. It's going to be a little bit overlapping here on this side, but that can't really be helped. Do I need to raise this? Not sure yet. Hello there, David. I am doing good. Yeah, I hope they fix all the glitches for consoles, especially soon. They seem to be putting out regular updates. So hopefully it will be all good for everyone soon enough. Okay. So it needs to be at least like this high, right? Yeah. And this is gonna be like that. All right. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, this one, because basically I have like different layers to them, but I kind of like that. It's gonna be just nice places to store some creatures away, which is really all you need from a dino pen, really. We just make a very fancy looking one. And we do have the rocks inside that we have to kind of build around, but I think we can make it work. But yeah, I think the Yeeling, I like them as a tame to use. I like them less because they are so annoying when you come across them. But, you know, it is what it is. They're what? I didn't want to equip this. Unequip everything. Okay, so we fill in this floor, because this is definitely a floor that we're going to be seeing and be using, because that's the inside of my pen. And I guess I want to fill up all the pieces behind here as well. Just that we have no gaps remaining. Because I do not mind that there's a rocky background. That feels almost nice for the creatures, you know? They have like a proper little naturey background for them. The real question is, I guess, is whether we follow through these walls or that we utilize the areas in between as well. Well, one thing I do know, this wall we definitely do want to close. So yeah, this is just going to be normal room. We could always add a door there, I suppose, but for now we're just going to close this off. Yeah, what does make more sense? Maybe we can have some doors in between. This, and I guess in this case here you just want to close it off again because don't know where that's going. There we go. It's always a little bit strange to kind of like visualize something if you have to continue like changing skins for the real look to get there. Okay, I think we do want the stone pillars for this one. Just because I think they match better with the walls. There we go. If we could just have that. I think that works. Let's do all these pillars first, because it's easier if we didn't do the walls yet. Just makes it a little bit easier to do. There we go. Some fancy pillars. I do hope they update this system, because this takes just too long, basically, just to place them all down and then manually having to change them again. It would be nice if you could already place the right variant from the get-go. Okay, then we can change all these to look nice as well. There we go. And I think we are gonna add in doors, because even if we leave them open all the time, it can add like extra layers to your build. So let's open these up. There we go. Because you just have those doors that add a little bit of depth and extra layers, even if they're just open. That's why I, by the way, decided to add them everywhere, even where, oh, I didn't add them here, but I did add them there. Like, even if there's a window, it kind of just makes a lot of sense, because they could be window shutters, and it just adds that little bit of extra detail and layer to the build, which is just a nice thing to have. Basically makes the walls less flat as well, which is always a good thing if you can manage that, of course. Now for these, yeah, they're mostly going to be open, but I guess it's nice to be able to close them if you want to keep your tames in, you know, make sure they don't escape or get attacked. All right, I think that we need to check out these walls. What did I do on this side? I feel like I did it differently there. Yeah. So I feel like these should be the other way around, because they are fully visible from this side. This one is going to be the odd one out. That's going to be the tricky one. Okay, what do I do building wise? I kind of want to go for something funky and fancy, like have like a tower maybe. Yeah, so if that's a tower like this, that's quite nice. And then the other ones could also have towers that are higher. Just make like layers to the build, basically. That is quite nice. I kind of don't like how flush these doors are. I think we might be able to bring them out a little bit by snapping to the other point. There we go. Yeah, Tesla coil on a tower is definitely a nice addition. Yeah, I think this just helps adding that little extra layer, because they just come out of the wall a little bit more. Okay, let's add in these again. Let's open them again. Okay. Yeah, I feel like now they kind of just aren't like flush with the wall, which in this case is just nice to see all the little details they add. There we go. Yeah, I do think that does make a lot of sense. That does look quite nice. I think I kind of want to go for that tower design. I think that would be cool. Just to change it up a little bit more from what we have so far. But let's also just make sure that we kind of get these bottom bits in order before we go up too much. I think we can do this quite easily, to be honest. Change those. Change the pillar here as well. Okay. I think this is working. This one is going to be the odd one out, but it kind of blends in with the roof, to be honest, so not too bad. I suspected it would be worse. I mostly just go of, well, there's a multiple options. Sometimes I just go freestyle, you know, I just go and build something and I have no real plan beforehand, or at least no picture in my mind, which is kind of what I did for both of these. For this Dino pen, I only really imagined some kind of arena shape that I wanted to go for, which is how we turned up here. But sometimes for some builds, I do have like, I just Google things, well, Jurassic World stuff, of course, is very easy, those builds, but sometimes I literally just Google like castle or something, and then as soon as I see something that I like, I try to see how I can bring that into ARK. But my mind does work in a weird way where I can sometimes just see the build, and then I still need to build it. Like I just see it in my mind, so that sometimes makes it difficult, especially on these live streams. Sometimes you see that, because then I'm like, no, trust the process. I've got something really cool in mind, but I just not quite there yet with the build. But yeah, it changes. It's also fun to do those approaches. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit more of a plan, but otherwise it's also just fun to kind of just play around with the things available to us and see what you come up with. For the builds that we're doing now with these steampunk things, of course, you can easily look up like fantasy steampunk pictures and try to see if you can use anything of those for your builds. But I've also found that they look kind of, they've got a little bit of gothic aspects in them as well. So it can also be really, really nice just to look up like some gothic churches or something, or buildings that you can use as your inspiration. Can I not change these skins? There we go. Now I need to change them to... Yeah, this is what I mean, that sometimes it can be quite hard to reach the skins with all the other skins in there. Like, the depth of the skin makes it sometimes harder to reach all the spots for these pillars, which can make it a little bit tricky to change all the different skins. There we go. But yeah, I definitely think that looks nice. I'm guessing I'm just gonna change these, or maybe what I probably should do is figure out the design for one of these first and then go around and replicating that. That might be smarter way to do it. Because if I'm not gonna use this design and I've spent all my time changing the skins, it's gonna be annoying. Because it's not fast. Oh god, sometimes it is. Sometimes I somehow accidentally still change the skin back. There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll do those skins later. For now, we've got the sides of this. We've got the side of this that we've also done. I like those. And then I think we'll do these fronts at least, because not that much to them. There we go. Yeah, my mind has always been like this with building in games. It's just a really fun activity, you know. Yeah, I need to skin these as well, and as well the floors inside. I haven't skinned everything yet, even though we barely see these stairs because they are kind of in the grass. Alright, I think what we do now is we try to design one of these towers first, and then we kind of take it from there. So I think what we want it to be is like a 2x2 tower. I think. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. I'm just thinking of how we can make that into an interesting tower without keeping it too flat. That would be it. You can't use the clocks everywhere, unfortunately, because you can only have like one in an area. So I guess... Oh, that lines up quite nicely, actually, those pillars. That's good. So yeah, I guess this tower is going to be like this. Yeah, that's the problem if you go with the flow and just design what you think looks good. Sometimes replicating that a second time, you find out that you've been quite messy. Okay, so if we have a tower like this, I think I want to get some kind of design in here to make it a little bit more interesting. So what we'll do is we'll have like a nice window in here. And then we can have those, because that will, I think, look quite nice. Because these are quite nice shapes, usually. And then if we change this to stone... Yep, that's quite nice. And then we kind of want a greenhouse door, because what I like to do is have the windows in there, then have the ladders outside. I know it looks weird, but with these skins, it looks quite fancy, and it has like that shutter effect and just adds a little bit more details. I already do really like that as like a tower design, or at least the first portion of the tower, I suppose. The next part is gonna be a little bit more tricky, however. I guess for this part it's gonna be quite easy, because we kind of just wanna change those skins like this, and then probably change them into the metal. There we go. Let's keep the top fancy as well. I don't know if that's going to be the actual top of the tower. Well, it's definitely not going to be the top of the tower, but the top of this part. But I think it would be nice to kind of keep that design going on all around. Guess we want to change these skins too, just to get a better grasp of the look of the whole thing. Those pillars are definitely going to be great for any kind of like tower with stone, because they are just such nice fancy pillars, and they're proper pillars for like, yeah, support for your buildings. All right, and they don't look too steampunky, so like this pillar, you can definitely use in way more builds than just the steampunk things. Oh, look at this. He already wants to be in the dino pen. All right. Now we kind of need to make some kind of tower design on this. What I think I might want to do is if I extend it by half a block, it would look nice, but I do create some problems for myself with the roof, because then it's going to be a 3x3, which are hard to turn into proper roof. So maybe I need to make like an in-between thing. What do these skins look like? Yes, that's fine. All right. I'm gonna try something here. I'm not necessarily too sure about it, but we will see. No, it can't see me. I am when I go into building, I make sure that I do the command that it leaves me alone, so I can just chill with it right now, and it won't do a thing. Because otherwise, my life would be a nightmare, and these streams and videos would be so chaotic if I have to, even though I'm in creative, keep running away for things. Yeah, the leave me alone command is great for that. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad, but in order for me to make an easy roof, I would kind of have to do another one. Could we make that? Yeah, I could also just do that. Let's see what this looks like. It does add a few layers at least to the build. I'm just not sure what it's gonna look like. The one looks fine. The two might look a little bit funky. I also kind of need to remember that I'm making more of them, and then I'm now kind of overlapping already into where the next tower is going to be, but that's fine. Okay, let's focus on the front, I suppose. So that should bring it out by enough where we would be able to do some kind of tower. I don't mind the shape. I think that could definitely work. Could have some nice things like that. We could even have them either here, or we could just make them stick out. What would that look like? That might actually be a little bit of a detail, I suppose. And do we want them? Okay, what would the whole thing look like if we just skin the front and just a little bit around the corner, but not too far? Okay, we need to change those skins to be going the same direction. Why did they not just show up the same way? Okay, well, that's pretty nice. Let's see what this would look like. So top of the tower, what is going to be... The problem is right now, I can already see this tower is too big. because there's gonna have to be something between those as well. Unless, of course, these are the towers, but it would make more sense for the other three to be the towers. So I guess what we're gonna have to do for now is I'm gonna take down the top bit and I'm gonna raise up one of the other towers first so that we can be a little bit more aware of the space that we have. There we go. There's a lot of crashing things, but it's fine. So yeah, if this is also going to be a tower, it would start right here. And I probably want it to be 2 higher, I guess. Yeah, and they would share this part. So maybe we do not go too wide since there is already more towers coming. Okay, let's just raise up all these so that we have a little bit more reference of where towers are going to be. Like a visual guideline. Yeah, because I do kind of like the idea of having like the 3 higher towers and then 2 lower towers. But that also kind of already dictates the look of them. So, for example, if we had in this wall, we kind of just want to repeat similarly what we did for the other one, I think. With the window, because I kind of like the look of that. So we repeat that over here. Oh. There we go. Okay, well, these are going to be a little bit more tricky with these skins. Okay, let's change the pillars so that we kind of can use this as a guide. But I do think we can make this work. And it's going to look quite cool. And normally when you aren't pressed for space like I am with the cliff, that would just give you a cool building here on the side for more breeding or more like stables. And on different maps, I guess the towers could have, instead of just the windows, you could make like a big enough opening that you could fly like birds in there. You could have your Argentavises, for example, in there maybe. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try and reach all these pillars, which somehow seems to be always my biggest challenge. Okay, how in the world? If I unskin this, can I then interact with the pillar? Nope. Now I can. There we go. Okay. We're just gonna change these so that we have like a reference point for what it will look like roughly. I think it actually could look quite nice. Yeah, I do like the look of this because we don't need to make the towers too like layered, because we already have the layers just by having all these different towers anyway. What we could do Could we bring them forward? That's a lot. What if? Why can't I snap to this? But not to that one. Let's see, because we kind of only want the roof or whatever to come forward, but maybe we just need to keep it simple and just make a simple roof like that. Could that work? It could. And then for these ones, maybe we can go a little bit more fancy. Yeah, I think we can. Okay, maybe if I add these, we don't really need them. Oh, what the heck? Wait, what? Yeah, because what I kind of want to do is like that. And maybe we even do that just for this one, so that the middle one is higher than the ones on the side. That could be quite cool. I do think that we might not want them to stick out on the outside, but definitely still think we want an overlap to them. So maybe we just do this. Like that. There we go. We have nice little roof. We can have this. I guess this would be on the inside of the other tower, so maybe we don't do that too much. Could even leave these. Oh god, what did I do? Okay, but I do like this little overlap, and we can have these nice skins on the side. I don't mind that. Definitely don't mind that, because as a separate part, if it's just that tower, it's not that interesting, but with all the other layers going on, I think it is enough. So then for this, what I actually do want is a frontier skin, so we can make like that little window bit. Nope, this one. Because that's just nice little round window. I wish we had a variant of that for these skins as well. Like if you could make this into a window, that would be quite nice. And And of course, ideally, I would place the clock, but I think since I have one... Oh, this is far away from the first one, actually. So I could have the clock here, I guess. Well, if you have the Steampunk one, you have the other one as well. Like, the Bob Tall Tales is all one DLC. So for Scorched Earth and Aberration was in the same pack. And we'll also get Extinction with this without having to pay extra. So it's definitely worth it if you enjoy building. I guess I could add the clock tower here as well. Oh yeah, well that works as well, I guess. I kind of want to add the clock in there now, and then I'll do this design on the side towers. I think that might be a fun thing to do. Because, I mean, an extra clock is quite nice. So that's good to know, because I thought the area was bigger, but I've got a clock over there, and now I can have another one here. So that does mean that I can probably have multiple clocks spread out over this whole base, which is good. I guess we want to change this. And then add a clock to it. There's no power yet, but it does look quite nice, the clocks, right? Okay, let's change these pillars. Yeah, I do kind of like this again. Gonna be... This is definitely my fanciest Dino pen I've ever built, and it's my second build here on Aberration. Please, I need to start controlling myself. I'm just going bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's gonna be nightmare to make all the tutorials for these builds. Alright, I do really like this. That's a quite nice tower. Just a house like a yearling, but, you know. That's totally fine. Okay, I guess what we kind of want to do is... do we make them into proper towers? Or just have the same back and front? Because for... I guess if you would build this as part of your base, it would be easier if it's like the same back and front. So maybe we see if we can do that. So I guess then we change it up again and we have this. So I guess it would be easier if I then just have... Like, of course, for me, it's a little bit different because my back goes into the cliff, but I think for if I do make a tutorial, it would be easier to show you like, okay, the back and front are just the same. How did I do this then? But surely if I do go for this, I could just extend it normally without having the weird line, because the reason that it doesn't align is the triangle pieces at the bottom. Yeah, I'm kind of lost as what the best course of action would be. Okay, for this, I think I know how to make this front bit now for all of these. I'm just thinking what would be the best option for the back, because obviously what I have is kind of a weird situation. But maybe we don't necessarily have to live with that. Let's see if we can make it a little bit lighter, because it does tend to get quite dark sometimes, and we're now inside. I can't see anything. I need like a bulldog or something. Okay, let's leave the back for now, I suppose. Hello there, thanks for subscribing. Basically what I think I will do, just thinking about a tutorial in the future, I'm just gonna extend this, even though that's gonna not align. That's totally fine. This is gonna be a build that's only really gonna be possible with overlapping, because of the way ARK lines up with things. Well, I guess you could make a simpler version without overlapping. I made it very, very fancy. And then I guess we could just make it... no, we kind of need to make it one further. Where we just do it like this. I feel like that does make the most sense, just to continue that build like this. And we'll see for my specific situation how much of that I can use and how much of that is just going to be for show. There we go. Okay, I think that's how far it gets. So yeah, technically I suppose we could make some kind of entrance here at the back if we can manage to get a connection. It technically is possible, I suppose. So yeah, let's actually design these side bits, because I've now made the middle tower, but we've already decided that these are going to be slightly different. Do I want it to be just as high? No, I kind of want it to be lower, right? So I think that's what we want. And then... we have one layer like this. There we go. So we kind of want to go like this, and then we can finish. So yeah, it's going to be slightly lower. That's perfect. And then this is where we do that design that we first did in the middle, where we now have the clock. So this is where we can do the frontier skin. So that's going to be on both of these corner towers, which I think is going to be nice. And then that's going to be in there so that we have a nice little tower design. Let's get these pillars going. I think I'm quite happy with what we're getting here. It's a little bit more complicated maybe than I first would have thought. Oh, what the hell? I hope I can get rid of those mushrooms there, because it's going to be a hard time if every time I want to visit my dino pen, I'm going to go crazy. Otherwise, I know where my dung beetle is going to live. Alright, so this we can just skin. There we go, like this. Yeah, that's gonna work. And we change these to stone. Get the little proper tower design going on. Yeah, I think because of the manual changing of the variants, I have to get used to that. Building is going to take a lot longer, and I probably shouldn't go too crazy like I did for this one. This is definitely probably one of my biggest builds ever. I've done some crazy big modern bases, of course, but the thing is, the modern bases and the shapes in modern builds are much simpler than what we do for these builds, like these steampunk builds. But I do really like the way this is starting to look. Like, this is definitely worth the effort. Okay, so this of course is going to change because we're going to continue this much longer. I think I'm fine with these skins because it kind of makes sense. Why can't I skin? That's weird. Yeah, I'll have to change the skins anyway. We'll do that later. Yeah, I guess we continue these. And this is one of the ones in between. So this goes out just slightly further, but I'm gonna need supports for that, of course. Let's see. How much further do I need? I need literally one more. All right, let's do this one first then. And then from here, yeah, we need to switch these so that the outside looks like an outside. So that's where this one ends. Definitely might want to add some more details to the side, of course, because it's still quite a big build. There we go. That should be able to allow us to extend. That's going to be fine. Right now it's looking a little bit weird, of course, but I have faith that this is going to be a nice build in the end. Okay, I think I definitely want to try and get rid of this rock if we can. We definitely should. Come on, get rid of the rock. There we go. Oh, there's more rocks. Like, we're not going to see much of this part of the building, of course, but at least the random rocks inside should be Should be gone. Okay, unequip. And then I guess this is where the building would end. There we go. So that goes into my roof. Jeez. Do you have to climb on the build that I'm working on, Mr. Rock Drake? That is really... Oh my god, what the heck? Okay, well, I'm glad you like it, and I would love to have a Rock Drake. But could you please not mess with my build too much? I guess that's a sign that he approves. He likes it. He doesn't mind spending some time here. Yeah, what the heck are you doing, dude? What the heck? Is this necessary? Okay, so that's where this build ends. That's all fine. That's not too bad. I think that's a nice way to work it into this cliff. And still be somewhat practical, even with my lack of space. Of course, if you build this like in a flat area where you have a lot more space, it's gonna be a lot easier. Wait. Oh yeah, we did the window design here. Yeah, he's just hopping about my base. I mean, that's not great. I guess I need to make sure that for survival, I definitely focus on getting some protection around here. With those guys derping about like they own the place. Okay. I mean, if I could tame him, I would, but that's not the way they work, right? You need to get the eggs. If he wants to show me where he has his eggs, I would gladly take them. But I'll take the compliment, you know, I'll take the compliment that he likes my base enough that he wants to spend time here. He could go anywhere in the world and he chooses to go here, so that's nice. Oh, he's still derping about. All right. Let's change these. I think for the sake of time, what I'm gonna do is just finish this front of the build and then maybe the size of the building, and then, well, the back isn't that much more work, is it? We'll see, because if we need to save time and just go ahead and design the rest first before we design or rebuild the back, we might do that. Nope. I did tame Gigantoraptor when they first came out. It's been a while. But back then you could still trap the parents, so it was a little bit easier. I haven't really tamed one since, I believe. I kind of want to do one here on Aberration, because I like the aberrant versions with the little glowy bits. Oh yeah, those windows are quite nice in there, aren't they? They kind of break up the thing. Yeah, it's good to remember the older skins. Like, they are still amazing. I loved them until Aberration came out. where I was obsessed with all the new things, but the old things definitely should not be forgotten. All right, let's make some of these nice windows. I mean, this build, it's a wacky build. It's a crazy build, but I feel like that's what Steampunk is, right? You are allowed to go crazy and full out. It's not as much of a tower anymore as I expected in the first place, so it's a little bit of a different build in the end. It's still nice though. It will give my future yearlings, because that's, I think, what I'm gonna put in these little cages. Well, cages. They're quite luxurious dino pens by now. I basically built them a home, so yeah. I mean, if I only had built this, that would have been a base. There could have been a base for us. All right, I do really like that, and we're almost there. We have one more here, and of course the roofs. But what we have so far, I do quite like the look of. Okay. So I feel like if I do this, we can get the whole shape going. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it's not much that you see here anyway, so not that much work to replicate the front over here. So we might as well finish the whole thing. There we go. Oh. Come on. Yeah, that's a good start, I think. We'll fill in this part, fill in that part. And we can finally fill in these roofs as well. Yeah, and I think with a little overhang on the front, it's not that bad of a look. It's probably the best that I can do with this limited space, like not going too much out. And then here we can in fact do this just to expand them a little bit more. I could also do this. Not sure about that though. Might just go for this for the time being as a little detail on top. I feel like we definitely want to do that. We did it over there as well. I guess we also want that here. Yeah, he's literally just positioning himself right in the middle of my dino pen. He's just decided that he wants to live there now. Which is a good sign, but My moss chops is not gonna fight that thing, is it? There we go. And we change these roofs. I also really love these roofs with all the intricate designs that they have. The options to add the windows as well. Like, it's just so cool. Okay, okay. That's not half that bad, is it? I kind of like that. That is not bad at all. That is a fancy Yeeling pen. That's for sure. All right, well, we better continue on finishing it all. Yeah, let's finish the rest of the front. And then we can finish the rest of the build as well. Like, we can just finish this whole thing. I think we should be able to do that in not too much time now. That's good. That's how it starts. The first one. And then the second, the third, 5, 6, 10, 30. There's no stopping once you get going. All right, let's see. There we go. That's quite a nice thing. We can easily replicate them now. Like, no time at all. It does look kind of funny when you see them all in metal. But then we start transforming it all. And the magic happens. There we go. Okay, so these go a bit further than the main structure. There we go. So that's the end of the build here as well. Yeah, I don't think it's worth doing the window here because we have so little space that you can't fit that much in here anyway. And then the pillars, of course. There we go. That does look quite nice. I think this is going to be... I doubt I'll build a more fancy Dino pen anytime soon. Like, this is definitely over the top. There we go. Yep, and then we can start the roof. There we go. That looks, quite nice. Yeah, now we have all the roofs together. Well, not the roofs, but the fronts. This is definitely gonna work. Good. It would be a shame to now realize, nah, I don't like it. Let's try again. There we go. Let's add in these little details. And then can do them here as well. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. I think we have got a nice integration with this cliff without it looking too out of place. Especially now once we add those bigger towers in as well. We go, change all these skins. Perfect. Okay, we're definitely getting there now. It's closer and closer to actually being this whole building. I guess we could do one of these towers now. Or, well, I shouldn't really call them towers anymore. There we go. And then that's what we do for the side. Definitely needs to be one higher. There we go. That looks all right. Yeah, Mike, check out my playlist. Let's see. Definitely don't want to continue all the way here. That's too far. That should work. That definitely should work. And then we can kind of just repeat what we've done on the other sides, of course. I guess we do it like this, so we can get the fancy shape in. And like this. There we go. And then the rest we can just fill it in until we reach the ground. Doesn't look like much, but it's gonna be the same nice design as we have on the other side. The skins do really help. I'm so glad that for this version they've decided to be adding so many more building skins. It's just such a joy to work with and not having to like keep designing new stuff with the same things over and over. Just getting some nice new pieces to be inspired with. Okay, so we can add the window in here as well. Did I add now some extra letter in here? Yep. Let's add in these. Nope. The rock drake is still in the dino pen, by the way. He is not leaving. Yeah, you're always free to join our community server. It's free to join. You don't have to be a member or anything to join the server. It is paid for by contributions from the community. But yeah, joining is free. And it's really fun. There is a really amazing community on that. I play that as well. I'm in one of the tribes. I'm actually debating what I need to do, because of course I have this server as well where I play with my, well, friends is a big word because it's just the two of us. But on Aberration, she's actually also switched to playing on the community server mostly. So I'm, for my survival now, debating whether I just do all my builds here and then just survival on the other one. Because survivaling in two places at once, you know, at the same time, and making all these builds and videos, it's a lot. But yeah, if you're looking for a place to build or just play, it's definitely a fun spot. Yeah, I saw a passed out Mike when I visited. Okay, well, that's a good round with the skins. I think I've done most parts here. For now, I'm just gonna fill in these skins like so. I don't know if I'm gonna detail them. I might change the variations, of course, to be less boring, but for the sake of time, I'm not gonna do that right now. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely coming together quite nicely now. Might be a new record, the fact that you've joined twice. Okay, there we go. Fill all these in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change those pillars for sure. There we go. So many skins. I don't know. I don't need to fill in all of them inside yet. Easily can do those later. Yeah, I guess I do these as well. Might as well do everything now. Except those, I guess, because I can't. Nope, I don't do those. There we go. Those as well. That's starting to look quite nice. Let's get this frontier skin in there one more time. Perfect. Well, better change those pillars because, you know, it's kind of obvious that they don't belong. There we go. That's much better. And these as well. I don't think I can reach the other ones, so let's keep it at that. Let's change these. God damned. And we're almost done with this giant addition to our dino pen. I guess we build dino pens connected to our dino pen. There we go. Okay, well, we have the clock tower on the other side, so it's going to be slightly different here. I guess we can do another one of those windows there. And then here we might be able to do the other window. I think that should just about fit. There we go. And then we can start with this shape. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Coming together quite nicely indeed. And then there we go. Like that. Let's add in the greenhouse. There we go. Yeah, I do really like the look, the kind of shape that we've designed with this. Looks quite good. That's connected all the way over to the other side here as well. There we go. Then we can have our roof on. Oh yeah, Rock Drake still trying to climb my beautiful dino pen. There we go. Last little details for the roof. There we go. Oh yeah, this has turned out quite nice indeed. It's very over the top and very fancy for just being a dino pen, but this is a dino game and our dinos deserve the best, right? Come on. Yeah, these fences sometimes can be tricky to click because you can actually click in between the gaps. There we go. I mean, look at that. Now I just need to get some yielding in there and I have a pretty nice fancy place for them to be parked. Top and bottom. The interior, I'm probably gonna do some dividing areas here. I guess just some walls. Now, this does look quite nice. can we do some more things to it to make it a little bit more steampunky? I guess the Tesla coil is like one of them, but don't really like the way it looks if it's like placed like this. But maybe we can break this up a little bit in the middle. There we go. Let's see if we can do something. I know we kind of already have a very nice build and we do not really need anything extra. But why not? Okay. So we make like a little tiny tower. I wish we had like a half roof for this. Although I might just snap the normal roof back in because I have overlapping anyway. But I'm just gonna add this little tower here in the middle. Just a little bit of extra detail. Because, you know, it wasn't fancy enough yet. And we said we were gonna use one Tesla coil as a roof piece, so, well, gotta be able to do that. Okay, so kind of want to change these to metal. There we go. Same. Okay, I guess we do something like this. Where just for the looks we make it like this, that is not going to be accessible, doesn't need to be. Oh, I guess you can't even make a roof this small. Kind of need to extend it. Oh, we can actually. No, we can. Okay. Okay, we can snap this to it. We'll extend it at some point when we power this place. But now I should be able to build the roof into this. And we'll still have the details from the Tesla coil. And especially once we power it, it extends a little bit more. It goes a little bit higher and it moves. Adding in a nice steampunky look. There we go. Why not? Why not? Okay. There's definitely some other steampunk things that we could add. In certain places. There we go. Just gonna add one of these custom pipe designs like that, because they, you know, some extra pipes never did hurt a steampunk build. There we go. And yeah, that just adds like a little bit more shape to that side. Actually really nice there. It's getting quite dark here. Like Aberration is quite hard with the building because it just seems to get like randomly dark. Like the times of day is quite hard to tell down here. Because there's no like direct sunlight. All right. I think that is quite nice. Now the middle one definitely stands out now. And I think... Can we... Oh, we can't add the wall back, but we could do that actually with quarter walls. Like this. There we go. And then here we can probably add in some windows as well because they are super nice. And I love the fact that they did this. I just wish we could do it to more roofs. There we go. Just gonna add a bunch of these like this just as some extra interest to the roof. It's a really nice way to break up the roof without having to go like super big like you normally would have to make any kind of extra windows in roofs. There we go. Oh yeah, this is turning out to be a crazy build. That's for sure. Like this is giant. And we have not made nearly as much progress as I would have liked. But at least this side of the build with what's going to be my Yeeling pens is now done. I probably need to skin some more on the inside, but I'll do that off stream because it's not very interesting to watch. And it's not going to be that difficult. Same for the rooms that I'm going to make inside. I'll do that off stream as well because it's not going to be that dramatic. We have two choices. We have this entrance that we still need to make into a building. Yeah, make into a proper build. And then we have this entrance here as well. I do not think I'm going to be able to do both, but we're going to give it a good go, of course. Yeah, we're definitely going to give it a good go. I think what I want to do is kind of extend this like so. There we go. Can I do that here as well? It's going to be a little bit more overlapping, but that's fine. We've started the overlapping. We can't stop now. Oh, no, it's going to be annoying on this side actually. It's going to be too much here. There we go. Could I do a little bit of it? No, that's gonna still be quite annoying. Although I guess that's what I have here. Yeah, it is possible, I guess. Okay, so for this one, this is what we want the entrance to be like. We're not going to go for the behemoth on this side, but instead we're going to make a normal dino gate entrance for the smaller tames. So you have the bigger tames can fit through there. Smaller, normal, medium are going to fit through here. That means that we want to have some nice stairs here on this side as well. Making sure that we can all enter accordingly. There we go. Yeah, I guess it kind of would make more sense if that goes into there. There we go. I don't quite know what this is going to be. The Carcanos. Yeah, that does look quite fancy, doesn't it? It's got some proper green colors, this guy, by the looks of it. It's hard to tell sometimes in Aberration, of course, with the lighting. But yeah, we do have the any color dino mod on, so that allows basically every wild dino to just to spawn with a lot more color options than normally. It's basically like there's always some kind of event on with special colors, which is quite exciting because you get some crazy cool colors that you actually really want to get. Okay, so for the interior, it's going to be a little bit more straightforward of a design, I suppose, which is totally fine. And then the exterior is going to come out a little bit, but that's just because, yeah, kind of need to do something special there. That's also facing the side where we're going to have more builds in our town, so I feel like that does make sense. Should we make it like this? Yeah, I feel like that's probably a decent size. There we go. Fill that all in. There we go. I guess that would be in there. Yeah, I'm doing like the steampunk town-ish thing, but of course all these things are like steampunk skins, but they do look very Victorian as well, so it's kind of a mix between those like Victorian style things and then just a bunch of like pipes and steampunk elements that we can think of. And right now we're working on a big dino pen arena, which is definitely escalating, because yesterday I designed this corner, which looked quite fancy as well, and now I've done this on the other side today, which is where I'm gonna house my yearlings, and it's definitely getting a little bit crazy, you know. It's definitely, we definitely went the extra step for dinos, that's for sure. Okay, now we want to kind of design some kind of entrance for this all. I don't really know what I want to do for these. I guess I don't want to go too crazy because we already have like 2 statement pieces on the side, so I feel like the entrances shouldn't be like ultra crazy, but they're still going to be nice, of course. So, nope. What would the roof? I think this would be the roof, right? If we would just go for a normal roof, I feel like that's about what we will get, right? Yeah, that is. Okay, I think we're gonna start with that as the bases. We can definitely do like 2 of those tall windows here. Not to go like too crazy, because we could do 3 of them next to each other, but I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I do actually. There we go. Yeah, some nice big windows in there. I don't think is the worst decision we could make. There we go. Fill in the doors. Yeah. And then, of course, we'll do some letters in front just for the detail. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely turning into the craziest Dino pen I've designed, but also definitely one of the craziest builds in general, because it is definitely quite a big build already, and we're not even done yet. Hello there, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the craziness. There we go. I like how this wild rock drake is just still chilling in my build that I'm designing. Just, you know, checking it out. First row seats. Yeah, that's not too bad of a start, to be honest. Like, we definitely don't want to go too crazy with this, because we already have 2 statement pieces created, so going a little bit easier might not be the worst. There we go. Well, I have to change all those pillars again. There we go. Let's change all these skins so that we can change them into the right ones. I definitely also want to fill in this little gap. Yeah, these one, well, that is using a mod. ASR, Architect Structures Remastered, is like the best building mod. It's basically a glass wooden wall, and then you can change the glass, the look of the glass. It's normally just see-through, but now it's stained, and it just adds like nice vibes for these. But of course, if you don't have them, you could also just skin the walls with the Frontier Skins glass, or just have greenhouse glass. I mean, you can't tame drakes. Otherwise, I definitely would, because he's basically just presenting that he wants to live here. There we go. Okay, we have the one pillar row. That's done. We'll change these as well. Okay, that's quite nice. These we want to change into metal. That's why I already placed these down. There we go. And now we should be able to transform pretty much this entire build. Let's do these ladders. Dude, could you not climb on the things that I'm about to build with? He's really trying to steal the show here, isn't he? Trying very hard to upstage me. There we go. Yeah, I love the look of these doorways, which I use as windows, but they look quite nice. There we go. It's a little bit busy. It's a little bit busy. I think what I'm gonna do is change some of these to be end pieces. And then have a normal row in between. There we go. Get rid of the ladders. Kind of want to make like a little zone where we have nothing. Yeah, just to break it up a little bit more. You know, otherwise it's a little bit much. And I might even do like, Jesus Christ, mate. Like a little addition like this. Just because that usually looks quite nice, especially with these golden textures for that. Oh, he might be leaving. He's had enough. Maybe we extend this a little bit more. There we go. No worries, Julian. Yeah, the Drake has definitely been a highlight. Gotta get my own soon. Well, soon I say. I've got nothing on this world. I've barely done anything. Okay, I like that as an entrance. Oh, Jesus, why am I glitching here? I think I like that as an entrance, yeah. It's not over the top. It's not too much. It's just enough. Okay, so then this is gonna be the roof. I kind of want to try something different with this. I think I wanna maybe go for like a different type of build instead of making the traditional normal roof. There we go. That does line up quite nicely with all the other sides. There we go. I kind of wanted... Like, it's still very flat. Kind of wanted it to be less flat. Hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, it's definitely starting to come together. We finally have the full arena. We just need to finish that gate and this gate. And the word just is used in a cautious way because I am crazy and I tend to go way too big. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to have an overhang of some sorts, but I kind of don't want to make this even bigger. Can I do this again? Just wait, how did I do it there? There we go. Can I just do this as a way to have that little overhang? I guess also the roof is going to change, and these roofs have an ever so slightly overhang anyway. Okay, come on, there we go. Doing something. We're definitely doing something. Okay, I think we want to have this as well. I mean, that does kind of feel like a very Victorian style manor, right? I think we can definitely get away with this. Feels like we need like a tribute trophy there. That would be cool. And then maybe we do add these railings because you can see those a little bit better. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's extend these all around. Actually, maybe not everywhere, because this corner is going to be different. Yeah, I was going for the first weekend of Aberration. That's why I was slightly delayed with building videos. But I'm here, and I'm here in full strength. We're going to go full in. And that was the... Well, no. I did a build on my community server. Then this was my first starter house design. And then this is the thing I did afterwards. So I think we're in for some craziness. I think we're in... for some big builds, some cool builds, because I've got plenty of plans, a lot of fresh new energy. I think the best thing about these Bob Talltales things, for me at least as a builder, is that we get the new skins, the new building skins, which is really nice as a builder, just to get basically new toys to play with. Okay, we're just gonna have this so that I kind of know the kind of extension, addition that we're gonna be making. That's gonna slightly overlap in there. Kind of need to keep that in mind. Two little towers on the corners there. Well, I'm definitely not mad about this. This does look quite nice. Yeah, the Rex head, I feel like that could be quite... Or the boss heads, you know. There we go. Could be quite cool if we could get some... yeah, there's no Rexes here, so... We can't get it legit. Can you transfer those? I don't know. Brood Mother would be quite cool, because that has like the little extensions, like it has got like a little bit more shape to it. Alright. Doesn't look too bad so far. Quite happy with what we got. I mean, I was definitely starting this build with the intention of eventually doing a tutorial for this. It has quite escalated, which will mean that it's gonna take a lot of time to be making a tutorial about a build this big and this complicated, because I've done a few big build tutorials, mostly the modern tech bases, and the good thing about those, they are much more structured in their shapes. But yeah, this one is definitely chaos. There we go. We're gonna have some of these gateways to the hallway. There we go. That is all like little wall completed. Gonna add in the doors as well. I mean, yeah, Rockwell's hat, but we'll do that maybe if we defeat him at some point, if I'm not too busy building. No, I definitely do want to defeat him, that's for sure. There we go. Let's see, what do we do for this side? I think here for the basis of this, we just do something quite simple, maybe. Although kind of would be nice to maybe do something like this. Nope, not that one. This one. We have blended in some of the frontier skins. We have some of them in the windows for the towers there. And we'll fill in these windows here. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Fancy entrance. I guess above the entrance we can do these. Pretty sure that the other ones are gonna be replaced. Wait, I thought I placed 2. Maybe not. Because these corners are kind of going to be part of the tower. That's going to be there. There we go. Okay, kind of feels that we can get rid of these. There we go. A little bit more of a clear view of what we're about to do. Yeah, I think let's try and get one of these towers done. I'm just going to focus on one of these towers so that I probably can still do it in the stream instead of trying to do both at the same time. Probably something like that. I don't want to go too crazy. It's already going crazy now. Okay, let's see. That's going to be kind of the indicator for the current tower shape. And then we just have to imagine that we have 2. Yeah, we're definitely making a gigantic build out of this. Oh god, what did I do? What did I do to myself? This tutorial is gonna... It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a big one. Alright, let's see. What kind of tower do we want to do? I feel like it's mostly what kind of top do we want to do. I really wish ARK, default ARK, would have steeper roofs. That would be quite nice. We can't do a clock tower because there's already a clock in here. And it won't allow me to place one this close. So yeah, I'm going to keep that one because I might add another clock somewhere over there. So I need to spread them out. They need to be a little bit distance. And I guess technically I do have... Do I have the decor mod? No, I don't have a decor mod. I mean, yeah, flyers, normally that could work, but in this one, not really, because no flyers. And we are doing something with the Zeppelin, but that's going to be a different build. Yeah, I need to kind of have like a good design for the top. What kind of roof or what kind of tower? Maybe if we do something like this. I'm kind of just focused on like what kind of roof the tower is going to get to make that look good before we design the rest of it. I definitely think that we want to come out like this. Because we kind of have to, because now it's 3x3, which normally means that it's going to be quite difficult to get a good roof going, but by extending it by the quarter ceilings, it's turning into a 4x4 again, which is the right size for a build like this. There we go. Nope, that's not what I want. I need this one. Actually, I think this is probably a good place for another Tesla coil through the roof. Just for that extra bit of detail. I really like using those just to add shape to my build. Yeah, I don't think I can have a Drake landing pad. This build is already giant without having those. And to be honest, I could easily land Drakes in here. And for my town, I probably will be building some cliff platforms around the waterfall where we could also have the Drakes if we don't have enough room. But to be honest, there's definitely a decent size base here or dino pen already. I can at least have the rock drake that I'm using. I could definitely park that here without problem. Yeah. I need to have power here so that I can extend this because this is going to be slightly taller. But yeah, this is quite nice. I mean, I could, but I kind of like that the roof comes out, because you mean like going up like this, right? But then basically this is going to be flush. It's going to be flush with the wall. Unless we do... No, we can't go out with another quarter ceiling because the size wouldn't be right. So now it's like an overhang, and otherwise it's going to be flush with the wall. Oh, look at this magic piece. Why can't I delete it? There we go. But yeah, ideally I would like the roof to be much steeper, but you can only do that through mods. And then I can't use these amazing skins. So for now, to blend it all in, I'll make sure that I just use these. And I think this matches a little bit better as well. Like, we don't have to go too big. We don't want to make this giant because we already have a giant build. Okay, I suppose that this side is going to be quite boring. Doesn't really need too much. Yeah, I think that's probably the best place to have the doors. I don't even have a door. I haven't used a single normal door yet. There we go. Fancy doors. And I guess the back side of this wall is also just going to be filled in, since that's also like an interior wall for the most part. There we go. Because yeah, you see very, very little of that anyway, so it doesn't make sense to go crazy on that. We are, of course, gonna blend the textures, but I'm gonna do that off stream, because if I have to change all those manually, it's just taking so much unnecessary time away from designing more of the build. There we go. Got some extra pipes coming through there, that's fine. Steampunk after all. Let's skin these as well before I forget and never see them. Hello there, Lance. Welcome in, man. How are you doing? I feel quite stupid for us doing a clock tower challenge like moments before they released clocks into the game, but I feel like they stole the design from our great drawings. There's chandeliers in the frontier lamps. Alright. My Dino pen is definitely escalating. I don't really need anything else. This is just my base. This could have easily been my base. Yeah, I do need to keep that piece overlapping in. I now need to figure out the front and the side of the tower that we do see. Yeah, we definitely did not have insider information, because if we had, I think we would have decided, okay, let's wait with the clock tower until the clocks are in the game. Okay, let's at least change all these visible pillars to the right one. This pillar is, the stone pillar variant might be one of my faves, because I think we can use that for a lot of other builds as well. Yeah, the hand-drawn clocks were something, alright. Maybe if we do want an extra clock and we're still in the limit and we can't place it, we can just draw one again. We were so good at that anyway. Okay. The bane of my existence has definitely become changing this. It's, I don't know. Surely they have some people working on this game that build and like to build, and that realize that this is not, it's not the ideal way to have to do these things. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, surely it would have been way better if they just added more variants so that I could place the variants down instead of having to handpick them afterwards. I mean, I like that we have so many variants for this pack, but at least in the Frontier one, I don't have to do it manually. I do like that we can flip them, but again, I feel like we could have done that with controls. Alright, well, we definitely have the shell of the tower for this entrance. We need to figure out the rest. Also, I can't help but think it would be so great if I could put something on these corners, but I can't. I can only do it there. I guess that could still look nice. Especially with those fancy little railings we've got. Oh, I actually forgot to skin this. Okay, we definitely need something nice on here. I think that for the top here, I want to do something with the frontier skin here on the front. Like so. There we go. Then we can add in the nice little window. Oh, would probably be best if I place all of them. There we go. No, please, just normally. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's a good start. That's definitely a good start to this. And then I think we probably want some windows in here, maybe. Do we want to have windows right there? Or maybe we start them a little bit higher. Although, I mean, I guess then I can place things against the wall more easily. Yeah, maybe we do this. And just add nice and tall windows. Yeah, I was gonna do just the middle, but I mean, we can still see if we want that. No, I think the 3 wide window might work here. Let's see. We go crazy with the windows. No. Wait, there's no door in there. I was gonna say. Clean that glass very nicely. There we go. Let's add in these letters in front. Fancy letters, of course. And then we can change them all to something a little bit more exciting. I really do love all the door skins. And then we can have the nice designs, and then probably here we just want to change them to metal. I think that's quite a nice tower. There's a lot of windows in there, but since they're also kind of masked with the letters, I think we get away with it. However, kind of want to have like a barrier between those windows, because it looks like they just continue. So I think if I add just this little side bit where there's no windows, I think that's gonna look a little bit nicer. Although I suppose we could continue that and only have this metal. There we go. No, I've never tried that one yet. I definitely need to add some extra decoration things to here, because I don't mind decoration mods too much, although I try to have my builds be as vanilla safe. But I have the plans, the JV8s already, just to add some details, but builds should still look nice without them. And same with adding extra deco. We had the Western deco for a long time as well, for of course all the Western Western builds. Okay, we're gonna add this little overhang here, just so that we have like a nice way into the house, which is covered. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm definitely liking what we've got here. We should also skin this side, and we should definitely think about adding some windows to this side. The problem is it's 4, so I guess ideally we would just go for this. And I guess we could add one to this layer if we want to be bold. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Those windows are a great addition as well. Like just being able to add a little bit of shape that way is quite nice. There we go. Yeah, this is definitely the most complicated Dino pen, and I'm definitely made it a little bit too crazy, but we've almost made it. We've almost made it through. I'm not going to build the second tower on stream because that's just going to be the same one. We do need to do this side. I'm guessing that could just be the same as the other one, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, I'm probably just going to do that. And then we also still need to do the other entrance stuff. Jeez, what did I do to myself, man? Way too much. Way too much. Ooh, I guess we can't do the same. Because I kind of forgot about that this overlaps. So this one is definitely just going to be a normal wall. At least for up to there. Which is kind of the top of those windows. So maybe we do it slightly different. We only have the one big window in the middle here. And then we can still kind of repeat the... Oh, God. The same. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind big buildings necessarily. It's just that I know what's going to happen as soon as I post this as a video. Like, this is my Dino pen. And then everyone's going to be like, well, can you please make a tutorial? And then I'm like, yeah, of course I could. I can definitely do that. And it's going to take me a year to do that. Because, yeah, this is a complicated one as well. Like, there's many intricate pieces to this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely making a tutorial about this banana right after your Hogwarts tutorial. No, I probably will make a tutorial. I just need to find the right time because obviously it's going to take me a long time to record a tutorial of a build this size. Which means that during the time that I'm doing that, I can't design anything else. I can't record other videos. So most likely in the case of this specific one, I'm going to divide it up into parts, at least for myself, like when I record it, not try to do a tutorial right away in one go, but do like a part every few days so that I can slowly but surely make it into a tutorial and still make other videos and not post for a while because I'm working on this one video. Because it is a big one. It is definitely a big one, so. Because yeah, this is crazy. I mean, it's taken me 2 streams of like 2.5 hours, so 5 hours in total just to design this. It's a crazy one. To be honest, this is also just a couple of builds. Like we got like this kind of temple-y thing. That's just a build. Then we got these Yiling Dino pen parking spots, which is also just kind of a base on its own. Then we got the arena, which is a build. Like I just combined basically 4 or 5 builds into one giant one. It's gonna be cool. It's definitely gonna look cool. It's gonna take some time. So I should remind myself once again, like I did during the challenge, I probably should do a more decently sized build after this, just, you know, to balance things out, not go crazy. But that being said, I do like this tower. I do like the way this looks. And if you imagine the same one on the other side, that is another part of the build done. That means that we have basically the entrance, one of the entrances done. And all we would need to do is the second entrance, which is slightly more tricky because of the behemoth gate taking up the entire wall. That does save us some time. It basically means that we do not need to do anything to that. I'm just not quite sure what else to do, like what to turn this into. Like, I mean, probably it's gonna be like a giant maybe, oh, no, don't say giant. Why did I start with giant? But I feel like it could be a tower. But to make this a reasonable tower, it's gonna be massive, right? Yeah. I'm never gonna need to build anything. This is not even gonna be a village anymore. This is just gonna be one arena, and that's my base. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Let's try to change the time of day and see if we can find a nice one where we have a little bit more light on the build itself. I definitely need to get a power source in here. Let's see what kind of... There we go. This is a pretty decent time of day. Maybe we'll even go crazy and we'll turn on this cinematic thingy. Expensive graphics. There we go. We got a little build. I do really like this edition. The Yiling things parking spots is definitely one of my favorite parts of this. The layers to this, I really like that. Definitely need to get some Yiling to put in there. That's definitely one of the issues I have right now. There needs to be some Yiling, and of course I need to do the freaking interior for this place as well. Like, that alone is going to take me another day to design, if not more. And then, yeah, if you imagine the 2 towers there, that's actually come together quite nicely as well. All we really need is this last one, which we won't be doing today. Like, I've been building for 2.5 hours. I need a break from this, but I'm so happy with the way this is coming together. Like, for one of our first builds with these new things, I think we're definitely not doing too bad of a job, are we? We got this new tower. We got the half-finished entrance. And we got all lovely Yiling. Well, I say Yiling, it's just part of the Dino pen, but yeah. And yeah, the rock drake guest that we've had pretty much all day is still about, just checking out my build, you know. And rightly so, like he should. All right, let's see if I stand like over here. Look at that. We can enjoy our work for the world to see. Yeah, this is a big one. I can just about fit it all in. Definitely didn't stand. Yeah, the Yi-Ling Towers is definitely, I think that's my favorite part of it so far. Oh, this railing is kind of the perfect place to stand, but I can't stand on it. That's fine. We'll create a little standing platform for me. Look at that. I want to see what I did. There we go. There we go. That is our arena Dino pin base. I mean, at this point, what is it even? Like, it's escalated. It's giant. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy with the way this has turned out, because I mean, you never know, right? When you start building a thing, you never know if it really is gonna work out like the way you have it in your mind. And in this case, I kind of didn't have that much in my mind. I just had like, oh, I need a dino pen. Definitely need one with enough space, because that just keeps things organized. And also, this is a dangerous map, so I need to make sure they're safe. And I think they should be safe in here. And I think I should have enough space for sure for breeding, for the gene thing, whatever that is. Just for storing them. I could live in this. I could definitely live in this place. This is one of my biggest creations so far, and it's only the third thing I've built with the new structures, and the second thing I've built here on my private server. So yeah, things are about to get crazy down here in Aberration. It's gonna get crazy. As I said, for now, this is going to be it for today's stream. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked the build. If you've got suggestions, of course, for future builds, keep them coming. You can leave them on any of the videos. You can join the Discord, leave them over there. There's a channel for suggestions there as well. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe next time, Lance, we do like a 10-hour build challenge, and I can build this and go mad in the process, lose my mind. But would be some cool builds. All right, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.